There is a moment just before speech, a quiet threshold where a word waits to be chosen. It hovers like a seed in the palm of your hand. You feel its weight, though it weighs almost nothing. You sense its direction, though it has not yet traveled. In that breath of stillness, something sacred is happening. You are deciding what you will plant. Consider with me, for a moment, the garden you tend each day with your tongue. Not the one outside your window, but the one growing in the soil of your relationships, your inner life, your sense of peace. Every sentence you speak is a kind of sowing. Every tone you take is a form of cultivation. And so the question rises gently, asking nothing of you but honesty. What are you growing with your words? Scripture speaks plainly about this mystery. Proverbs 18:21 tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Not advice alone, not influence, but life and death themselves. This is a startling weight to carry, and yet we carry it every time we open our mouths. Our words move through the world with more force than we often realize. They settle into hearts. They shape the atmosphere of a room. They leave behind a kind of weather in the soul, either calm or storm. And still, we speak quickly. We speak carelessly. We speak before we have listened, before we have paused, before we have invited the stillness to do its clarifying work. James 1 verse 19 offers an ancient remedy for this tendency. Be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. Notice the rhythm of that counsel. Quickness is given only to listening. Everything else is asked to slow down. This is not a burden. It is a gift, a small discipline that creates room for wisdom. Picture a woman sitting at her kitchen table late in the evening, her phone glowing in her hand. She has just read something that stings, a comment from a family member that feels dismissive, unfair. Her thumbs hover over the screen, already composing a sharp reply. The words come easily, because they come from the part of her that has been wounded. But she pauses. She breathes. She sets the phone down and lets the moment pass, without planting anything in that reactive soil. Tomorrow, she will respond. Tonight, she chooses silence, not as a defeat, but as an act of care. If this struggle feels familiar to you, you are not alone. Many of us know the pull between what rises quickly in our chest and what we truly wish to offer the world. Take a moment, if this resonates, to share your own reflection in the comments below. Your honesty may steady another traveler on this same path. There is a phrase that lives in our culture now, spoken often with good intention. Speak your truth. And there is something real in this invitation, something valuable in the call to stop hiding, to stop shrinking, to let your voice be known. But truth, when it is spoken without gentleness, without timing, without awareness of the other, can wound as deeply as a lie. The goal is not to silence your voice. It is to speak from the truest part of yourself, which is also the kindest part. Honest expression that heals sounds different from reactive speech that harms. The difference is not always in the content. It is often in the spirit. This is why Proverbs 15:1 reminds us that a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Softness here is not weakness. It is precision. It is choosing the word that opens rather than the word that cuts. It is holding your truth the way you would hold something living, something that deserves care in its delivery. Gentleness is not the absence of power. It is power shaped by love. And love, in its verbal form, is described beautifully in Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building others up according to their needs, that it may give grace to those who hear. Imagine that. Words that carry grace. Words that leave another person more whole than they were before. This is the kind of speech we are invited to cultivate, not perfectly, but persistently. Not without failure, but with return. Again and again, choosing the slower path, the gentler word, the breath before the sentence. Many who practice intentional speech notice something unexpected. Peace arrives. Thoughts feel less tangled. Without the constant surge of reactive language, the mind becomes quieter and more grounded. What changes is not only what is said, but who is speaking. And notice something else that is quieter, but just as real. The words you choose do not only shape the other person, they begin to shape you. Repeated impatience carves impatience more deeply. Habitual harshness trains the nervous system toward agitation. The tone you practice outwardly becomes the tone that echoes inwardly. This is not punishment. It is formation. We often imagine speech as something that leaves us, but in truth, it also stays with us. The body remembers the sharp exchange. The mind rehearses the argument long after it is over. A single sentence spoken in anger can replay in the heart for hours. And so the practice of right speech is not merely kindness toward others. It is stewardship of your own interior life. When Proverbs 15:1 tells us that a soft answer turns away wrath, it is not only describing what happens between two people, it is also describing what happens within the speaker. Softness calms the room, yes, but it also steadies the one who offers it. Harsh words stir up anger around us, and they stir it up within us as well. What you are forming, moment by moment, is not just a pattern of speech. It is a quality of presence. The person who pauses, who listens, who chooses words with care, becomes a kind of refuge in a noisy world. Their steadiness is felt. Their restraint is a form of hospitality. And in the quiet of their own heart, they begin to know a peace that reactive speech could never offer. So let this be your meditation today. Let it be a soft returning, not a harsh correction. You do not need to master your tongue in a single breath. You need only begin again. One conversation at a time. One pause at a time. One word chosen gently, offered true. May your speech carry the peace you long to feel. May your words become seeds of kindness in the lives they touch. And may you walk through your days knowing that the way you speak is not separate from the way you love. It is its living expression. If this meditation has been a companion to your reflection today, consider liking this video and subscribing to continue walking this path together. May you go gently into your conversations, carrying only words your spirit can peacefully hold.